Yes, you're very welcome to the Aviva fan studio where kickoff is just 40 minutes away. Yay! They will get more excited and louder the closer we get to kickoff, I promise you. I'm joined by Keith and also Al. The team is in, so we have the team here. Darren Randolph in goal. We got Coleman, Keogh, of course, O'Shea, Ward, McCarthy, Whelan, Hendrick, McLean, Walters and Long. First and foremost, Keith, what do you make of the team? I think 10 of this 11 actually started in the first qualifier against Serbia.
I think when you factor in the injuries that we have, it's as strong as we can get. There's obviously the possibility of Hendrick playing in a more orthodox three-man midfield, and Walters, we've seen him play this wide right berth at times, but I think he might go 4-4-2 tonight. They play a back three. I think he may well put the strength of Walters and certainly the pace of Shane Long up against that back three of Wales.
Yeah, I hope you're right. We're hoping for 4-4-2. Do you expect that, Al?
Yeah, I kind of do, to be honest with you, Bernard. I thought he might go McGeady. If it was me, I probably would. The fact that we're at home, McGeady, and he frustrates the life out of me, as he does many of the fans over the years. But I think the fact that he's in such good form and we're at home, I would have actually probably gone with McGeady in here and Hendrick be a bit more attack-minded. But I think he's gone for Whelan for that bit of kind of defensive.
Who would you have left out then?
I actually would have played Walters out here and Long, so I would have left him out and actually played Hendrick beside McCarthy and McGeady here. Just the fact that he's in such good form and the fact that we've no Wezzo as well, I think we just need a little bit of creativity, because we lose that and losing Wezzo, and McGeady would have offered that. But still, considering all the injuries, I think it's a very strong team.
We've got about a minute now, Keith, without mentioning Gareth Bale, so let's mention Gareth Bale.
Well, he's a phenomenal talent. There's no two ways about it, and I always think back to the game against Belgium in the summer when we conceded, when we were attacking on the counter-attack. They were so quick, so sharp, pacey, and that's what we need to be wary of tonight. I think we need to be sensible when we're attacking. We have to keep minimum 2 centre-halves, one of the full-backs, and if not one, certainly one, but if not two midfield. I think we need to attack with 4 to 5 players tonight and be very, very wary of that counter-attack.
So we talked about the system. Gareth Bale, you're talking about attacking as a group there. Walters and Long, you think it's right just to have the two lads up front and just go for it?
I think we need to be sensible with this. I think in terms of the press, if we're working this way, I think if we go gung-ho and start going to these areas of the pitch and start leaving huge gaps between our midfield and our defence, I think it's going to cause us huge problems. I think we need to be very, very careful. I think we engage around this part of the pitch. Of course we're nice and aggressive. Of course we don't let this Welsh team settle and dictate proceedings. But I go back to it. We need to be very, very cautious, certainly with the counter-attack.
That's the tactics. If you just take a little step back there, these are the talking points. Of course, the obvious one, Al, the lengthy injury. I think it was 10 at last count, and of course 5 of the starters from that Austria game aren't available from injury or suspension tonight. Yeah,
and it's ironic, I suppose, after Bale getting injured a couple of months ago, we were all thinking he might miss the game, and we're the ones talking about injuries and the worries. But I think, in fairness, considering all the injuries, it's still a very strong team, very experienced team as well, Bernard. You look at all those players, household names to all the fans. The one I worry about, I'm not so bothered about losing the likes of Duffy, because I think Keogh comes in, similar enough standard player. Brady is obviously a loss, but I think Ward's been doing very well at Burnley as well. Wezzo is the big one, because he's the one that gets us playing and gets us ticking. When he's not in the team, we struggle to do that, hold on to the ball. And I think against this Welsh team, who are very good at holding on to the ball, there could be spells where we'll be chasing a bit. So he's the one that obviously is a big loss, but I think considering all the injuries, it's still a strong enough team, and we still should have plenty enough about us to cause them problems.
You would think, I suppose, with that length of players unavailable, Keith, that it opens opportunities for others, but does it really?
Not so much in terms of, normally when you think about this, you would think of young players getting a chance, players that are unproven, but Alan's already mentioned it. You're probably talking with the opportunities. There's probably O'Shea, Whelan coming into the team. I think the 2 centre-halves would have been Clark Duffy. He's hung his hat on those, centre of the park. If everybody's fit, Harry Arthur, I think is a huge, huge loss. 2 weeks ago, we were looking in great shape in terms of how well players were playing at club level. 2 weeks on, you're talking the 4 players that are key players that are missing, 2 centre-halves. Harry Arthur, Wes, even if he doesn't start, you know what he's going to bring from the bench. And obviously Robbie Brady being suspended is a huge loss.
Al, third talking point, of course, the group position. We mentioned caution. How cautious do we need to be? Do we need to just not lose this one?
I will certainly not lose it, Bernard. I think a draw would be a decent result. But again, I go back to the fact that we're at home, and you have to kind of come out and have a go. The onus is on us to come out and attack and obviously pick up 3 points. If we were to actually win tonight, the huge advantage of doing that is obviously you rule Wales out. But then you lose the game and Wales are right back in the group again. So it's a kind of, it's 50-50 from that sense. But I certainly think when you're at home, I think we have to go and take the game to them. The worries, as Keith said, when you do that is obviously the players that they have in terms of Bale being the big one in the counter-attack. But certainly I feel there's a huge buzz outside the ground. The fans are well up for the game. You get them on side from the start. You're on the front foot. I think we should go and have a go at this Welsh team, because in fairness to them, although they had a great Euros, they're not exactly in great form themselves, and a lot of their players as well at club level are not exactly playing great. So there's an opportunity there for us.
Good stuff. Thanks, gents. We're going to be that's tactics and talking points done. We're going to be getting predictions, the hard question on the way from our panel here, but also going to get some predictions as well from some of our guests here a little bit later on. We're also going to be testing out our confidence meter to see if we're going to win this one. So we'll talk to you again. Don't forget, #AvivaFanStudio. Talk to you before kick-off.